everyone, happy Friday. We made it through the week. We're almost the weekend. So let's go ahead and finish up this project so we can move on to another one. So I left off just resizing this all to try to make it look good. Yeah, that got a little screwed up, I would say. Not sure why it's saying negative now. Let's leave that at 4, bring that down 1. Cool, let's move. Yeah, see, these are floating. Don't want that. Never want these floating. Cool. That one down a little bit also. All right, what's the thickness of this? So that's at 5, so let's make these all at 5. And let's make this up to 5. So now it's all even. Cool. So let's go ahead and group this and select multicolor. Actually, let's ungroup that because I want to change around a little bit, make this look a little better. Cool. A little bit bigger. How's that look? Look good? Looks good to me. Let's make this rotation a little bit less. Cool, and let's make that Dios a little bit more rotated. Cool. All right. So if I look exactly from the top now, let's get these to be the same. So how far up did this go? Pretty much all the way, huh? So let's keep that around there. Something like that. Actually, now I should be able to select. Actually, let's group this part together, group, and change it to multicolor. And same with that, group, multicolor. Now if I click this object, and this object, I'll be able to use the align and keep them all right in the middle. Sweet. Now let's just bring this over a tiny bit. And let's bring this down just a little bit. Cool. How's that look for the middle logo? Not perfect, but I think it looks awesome. So let's go ahead. I'm not gonna bother doing those parts because I don't have time to draw that. But let's go ahead and just group this whole thing together. And it's already on multicolor, and let's shrink that down. And let's bring this to the middle. Right about there, and let's raise it up. Actually, I'm wondering if I select both of these, can I align them right in the middle? Cool. Actually, that's a little bit off. I tried. Cool. And if I go ahead and group this whole thing now, there you go. My project is done. How's that look? Look good? I think it does. Ooh, except for that was the wrong color blue. Oh well, I can change that.
Okay, I have hamburger and pepper, a green pepper and onion cooking. I'm making beef and cheese tostadas. Okay. With tomato salsa and a little bit of hot sauce. So I have the hamburgers cooking. I have a 1/4 cup of water I'm going to put in. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of beef stock in, which is just like a beef. Juice. A little salt and pepper. Okay, we have onion, peppers, hamburger, salt and pepper, a little bit of water. We have to wait till all the beef is cooked all the straight through, so you don't want any like red and bloody beef. It has to all be brown, and eventually it's gonna not be as not have as much liquid in here either. Woo! Be careful. It can get hot when it splatters. You definitely need to be careful. I'm going to let that cook a bit. Meanwhile, I'm going to get these ready. Okay, for the oven. I'm going to put those in the oven just a tiny bit, just to brown them up. Okay, let's see, I'm going to take a fork. And a brush some oil. Okay, and I want to make sure that I poke holes in these so when they go in the oven they don't puff up. going to cook them on the top rack for about 10 minutes on 450 until they brown. Okay, so I'll put them over here. So I'm going to put them in the oven until they brown, and in the meantime, this should be almost done. So I will show you on the other end of this when they come out what they will look like. Okay. Okay, so we have 2 tostadas here. This is the beef mixture that we were cooking on the stove. That on it. There's a hamburger, onion, some Southwest spices, salt and pepper. Okay. And then we're going to put a little bit of the tomatoes on it. Onions. Okay. And then a little bit of cheese. And then in here I have sour cream, a little hot sauce, and a little bit of water, so it's like drizzly. And that's gonna go over the top. And voila, there you go. You just roll it up like you would a taco. Well, or a burrito, you just roll it up like that. Okay, and you're good to go. Put some lime juice on this. There. And you got yourself a nice little Mexican dinner. Spicy, spicy, but not crazy spicy, but if you like hot, you'll definitely like this. Okay, so that's it. And you can also do this for lunch. And I still have 4 more tostadas over here, so if you wanted, you would obviously split this between 2 people. Okay, 2 or 3 people. All right, until next time, see you guys tomorrow.
Hey Gators, welcome back to Language and Play. All right, we're gonna warm up with toy boat. Ready? Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. 5 times. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Notice the toy and boat, when you go 2 times, or when you put them back to back, there's a T at the end of boat, and then the T at the beginning of toy. Make sure they both get in there. Toy boat, toy boat. All right, it kind of practices how to switch from those 2 words with the same letter. All right, so one more time, 5 times. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. All right, good job. So today we are going to move on to our next part of our scene. All right, and this is going to be the final. This is the end. All right, so scene 3, we're going to combine 2 pieces. The climax, which is the big part of the story. What is your big moment? What is the most important thing that happened to these characters? This is when if Happy stole something from Sad, or if Sad stole something from Happy, they get it back. All right, they start to resolve the problem. All right, so we're going to do the climax and the resolution in this scene. All right, so remember time, place, at, rise. We talked about that yesterday. And then you're going to finish your little mini play. Can't wait to see what you come up with, Gators. Thanks for working hard. Keep up the good work.
Hey guys, so today we're going to continue working on drawing the human figure because we need to stop doing those stick figures, right guys? If you have a couple of photographs of a standing figure from a magazine, or if you have an image on your phone that you can look at, that's super helpful to have as a reference. So keep those nearby. You're going to need a pencil and a ruler today, okay? And I have my little sample, my sampler of the figure. All right, guys? So we're going to be trying to draw our figure with the correct proportions. So that just means that each part of the body that we see here is going to be in the right size relationship according to the rest of the body. So this arm is not going to be super long and bigger. It wouldn't fit in with the other parts. So everything should be, in the correct size in relation to the other body parts. So for example, this head is the right size on a body this size. We wouldn't want to make the head longer and wider because it would look like it was out of proportion and it wouldn't look like it was the right size in relation to the rest of the body. Okay, so we're going to use a rule called the 8-head rule in order to draw the figure today. So you can use your ruler to mark out about 8 inches, okay? So I'm going to start right here. That's my first inch, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8 inches. Okay, so that's how long I'm going to make the figure. All right, so I'm also just going to add with my ruler some horizontal lines. So this is going to mark where the top of the head is going to be. This is approximately where the chin will end up on that line. And then kind of like the upper, I guess the upper chest area. And this will be kind of like mid chest. And this will be kind of like belly area. This will be somewhere near like the upper legs, thighs. This will be mid leg area. And this will be kind of like getting into the lower leg area and the ankles and feet down here. So each space is approximately the size of that head. Okay. And again, you can test that out, test that theory out on an image that you might find. So this person is just about 8 inches. So this one just happened to be, I mean, you might find a photo that's smaller or even bigger, but I just happened to get lucky with this size of a person here. And it's about 8 inches. So it follows that rule. If I were to draw her exactly this size, she's about 8 head lengths long. All right, so here we go. So I'm just going to start off by making the head shape. Up here, we'll just do like a little bit of an oval shape for that head. Not a square, not a perfect circle either. We've talked about making head shapes before as that nice oval shape. Okay, next we'll do neck, shoulders. And I know that bodies come in all different shapes and sizes, so we can draw different sized people once we get going and once we get better at just drawing a figure. Then you can kind of play around with, changing the size, or maybe the person's very short, maybe the person's very tall, things like that. So far I have the head, the shoulders, the upper chest. I'm going to do kind of like the midsection, or I guess like belly right there, lower part of the arm. Just going to erase that line. Don't really want that line there. All right. So now, hand. And let's see, upper part of the leg. And middle part of the leg. Lower part of the leg. Ankle. And you can draw the feet. All right, so that's a tall person. They look pretty tall the way this one is drawn. This one ended up being like a little bit longer or taller than my first drawing. But you can kind of play around with the size a little bit, or maybe make these lines like a tiny little bit closer together, or maybe just try doing 7 and not 8. So it's up to you, whatever you feel more comfortable with. And you can always go back, like when I look at this now, I think I need to raise that shoulder up a little bit. Maybe it wasn't like as symmetrical as I want it to be. And maybe that needs to come up a little bit more. So you can decide, and then you can add all kinds of other details, like, you know, of some sort of face or clothing on your person. So just give them a little bit of a face. Remember, we don't make the eyes way, way up high either. You don't make the eyes up there. They're somewhere in the middle. And everything else is below those eyes. All right. Ears are usually, the ears start right around where the eyebrow is, and they end somewhere where the nose is. Okay? And then you can give them some kind of cool hairstyle. Hee. How's that? All right, and close. Give them a nice little outfit of some kind. Maybe like a gator gear sweatshirt would be cool. Go Gators. All right, guys. I can't wait to see your drawing of your figure. No more stick figures, right, guys? See you next time.
Welcome back to another episode of Virtual PE. I'm Miss Reedy. All right, you made it through another week. Today's Friday, and it's Workout Fun Fridays. So I hope you join me and Miss Jameen in our workout room. Have a great weekend otherwise. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching Enrichment TV, Gators. Remember, work hard, be nice, and we'll see you tomorrow.